Is there any difference between a woman picking herself and being exercised? Men would never think of it. Hello, everyone. I'm Dudu. Today, I'm going to talk about a very real topic: women using their hands to solve the problem. Let me tell you first, this is really not something shameful. Don't hide it when it's mentioned, feel embarrassed, or make a fuss. Now, it's becoming more and more common for single people to use their hands to solve the problem. Statistics show that in the past 10 years, the proportion of using their hands in marriage has increased year by year. The proportion of men has increased from 9 times to 48. The proportion of women is even more exaggerated, directly increasing to 6 times, reaching 18. What does this mean? It means that using your hands to solve the problem is really a very normal thing. We have to look at it rationally and don't judge it with tinted glasses. Now that we're here, let's talk about the difference between using your hands to solve the problem and having a normal sex life. The first difference is that the number of people is different. Using your own hands is definitely a one-person thing. You can do whatever you want. But sex life is different. It requires two people to participate together. In sex life, cooperation and communication are very important. Two people must understand each other's preferences and needs in order to make both parties happy. But using your own hands is not so complicated. You don't have to consider other people's feelings at all. Your own desires, you have the final say. You can start when you want, and you can stimulate as you want. The main feature is freedom. Let's talk about it. The feeling is different. When using your own hands, you usually use your hands or use some other tools. In order to pursue stimulation, the force is often greater. The high-quality sex life is much richer. In addition to physical contact, there are also intimate interactions such as kissing and caressing. More importantly, there is a strong emotional exchange between the people. These elements together can bring experience and satisfaction that cannot be compared with using your own hands. Just like eating delicious food, using your own hands may be fast food that can quickly fill your stomach, but sex life is like a luxurious meal with all kinds of wonderful flavors that are tasted slowly and make people savor them endlessly. For example, in sex life, gentle kisses from the forehead all the way down gently fall on the cheeks and lips, then the neck, and then to more sensitive parts. Every action is full of love, accompanied by soft whispers and mutual responses. This kind of wholehearted fusion is difficult to experience by using your hands alone. There is also a big difference in time. Using your own hands is usually faster, maybe just a few minutes or more than 10 minutes. It's done, simple and fast. But sex life takes more time, especially if both parties want to be satisfied. Sex life generally includes 3 stages: foreplay, main play, and after play, and each stage has a different experience. Foreplay can relax both parties and slowly get into the state. For example, gentle massage and gentle love words can ignite each other's passion. The main play is the main interactive link. After the play, both parties can have a warm communication and relaxation after the passion, hug each other, share feelings, and further heat up the relationship. This whole process requires 2 people to work together and coordinate, and is not something that can be done overnight. In contrast, using your own hands is much more convenient. You can end it anytime, anywhere. Finally, the concerns are different. Using your own hands can be completely in accordance with personal wishes. You can play however you want, and there is a big advantage. That is, you don't have to worry about accidental pregnancy. But sex life is more complicated. You have to always consider the feelings of the other person, and you can't just think about yourself. In terms of contraception, you have to be more cautious. If you make a mistake and get pregnant accidentally, it will be a big trouble. You have to worry about a series of subsequent things, such as whether to have a child, the impact on the body, the change in the rhythm of life, etc. Each item can make people anxious. However, whether you use your hands to solve a problem or have sex, you must remember one thing. That is, you must keep it clean and hygienic. Your body is your own. If you don't pay attention to hygiene and let diseases take advantage of the opportunity to come to you, you will lose a lot. For example, when you use your hands, you must wash your hands to avoid bacterial infection. The tools used must also be cleaned and disinfected regularly. Not to mention sex, both parties must do a good job of cleaning, and necessary protective measures cannot be omitted. If inflammation is caused by hygiene problems, not only will the body have to endure itching, pain, and other discomforts, but it may also affect daily life and work, and in severe cases, it may even affect fertility. We must cherish our bodies. After all, this is related to the quality of life and happiness. No matter which way you choose to satisfy yourself, you must take health and safety as the premise. If you damage your body because of a momentary impulse or carelessness, it will be too late to regret it later. Moreover, we should not think that this matter is shameful and dare not communicate with others. In fact, talking about these topics with your partner or close friends may help us have a deeper understanding of ourselves and each other and make our lives more harmonious. If you have any confusion or questions, you can also consult a professional doctor who can give us the most scientific and reliable advice. In short, it is normal for women to use their hands to solve the problem, and it has its own characteristics from having sex. We must face it and treat it rationally. While enjoying life, we must also take care of our bodies. I hope that what we talked about today can give everyone a new understanding of this topic. If you have any ideas or experiences, please leave a message in the comment area to share. Let's communicate together so that more people can look at this matter correctly. We will talk again in the next issue. Bye.